Coach, thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 60, orange. Ready.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Come on, set. 90. Wolf. Twist. What happened?
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
The tackle made by Rock Yasin. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Ready. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Bang, 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 bang. Mike 4, Mike 4, go.
Now back to throw. Open man, it's Allen. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 42. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They'll set up to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
At the 32-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On second down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Second and 11. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready up. Mike 57, Mike 57. Rip left, rip left. Undercross.
They'll run on first down. Swift, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw. McDonald, catch made here by Campbell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
He's checking.
They'll try the left side. Swift. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't take it?
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Ready, break? I don't think you got it, son. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Nice, sweetheart. Kill.
On first down, Swift. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check Mike 57.
From the gun, McDonald. Dancing to his left. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
On 2nd down now, Swift. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. McDonald, Campbell making the catch. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
57 Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Set 30 base. So don't say nothing. Ready?
To throw on second down. McDonald. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
That's got to be a no. General West. Check 13. Check 13. Five.
Back to throw. McDonald, he sets to fire deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Will Fuller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They're going to look to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal. We got a seal.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man open. That's Allen. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 17-yard line.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Richie James, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Hey, Charlie. Shoot.
Looking to throw on second down. McDonald looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, McDonald. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing on first down. McDonald. Throw left side complete. It's Campbell. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
70, Indy.
On first down, McDonald forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second and 3. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
First down.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard. Line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to break.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, McDonald. It's complete to Fuller. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Colts.
Here we go. Set. Send to stop. Ready?
They'll run on first down. Swift. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Let's go, team. Big series right
To throw on second down. McDonald throwing the out route and complete. It's Campbell. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Colts first down.
Come on, set. 15, run. 15, run.
On first down, Swift able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
At the 13-yard line.
Here we go. 8, read. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. Go. 57, Mike 57. It's just me and you. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Check, hey, exit. Mike, 57.
Looking to throw. McDonald. He's got Fuller. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, McDonald. Oh, he's going to let this go for the into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Here we go. Set. Topper. Topper. Check. Check the backer. Check the backer. 80 weapon.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, it was truthfully. How many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
Now, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. It's taken to the 26. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
You draw porkers.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
Here we go. Here we go.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hey, Haywood. 61, matchbox lights.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
I'm coming for you. 57, Mike 57. I'm down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald, he's letting this one go, and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Back. 66. Bullet high. 4, Michael.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Set, ready. Hey, read. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Check 31. Check 31. Set, go.
They'll look to throw. And the ball is knocked out, and the Colts pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on your last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Hey, check. 36. Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, he's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Hey, team 6.
Here's 2nd and 8. Here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Hey, echo.
Operating from the gun. McDonald over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
23 yards the pickup there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Hey, we got 4. Race don't travel. Race don't travel. Check 3 pass.
2nd and 9 now. And it's incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because you're right, they have had no room to breathe. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Charlie. Mark 4. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Ready, go.
He'll drop to throw. Complete. It's Henry. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Got it.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. We got 4. We got 4. Bravo. Mark 4. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Mark 4.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. McDonald. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Gone. 3. Alert 3. Check. Smoke. Ready.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held him in check on the scoreboard. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down. On fourth down, McDonald over the middle, it's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Swift. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll run with a former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Any weapon. Hey, orbit.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Watch the
Five.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
On 2nd down, Swift. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Mike 29.
They'll look to throw. Got an open man, that's Campbell. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Set, ready? 10 logo.
50 seconds to Mike. Got you. I got you.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
Watch the shot. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
On the ball. On the ball. 50 General West. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 18-yard line.
Mike. Mike 57. Hey,
Topper!
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try the left side. Swift. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And his kick is indeed good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
On the ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range.
First down, Indianapolis.
Ready? 18 Gators. Ready? Hey, Alpha.
On 1st and 10, McDonald. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nasir Adderley on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Ready up.
50 seconds, run. Come off the ball, come on.
Greystone, travel. Ready.
On 2nd down now. Swift. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up.
Mike 29. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 25 yards that time. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
And too soft.
On 1st down, Swift, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
30 base.
On 3rd down, Swift. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Let's go. 8, read.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Wilkins. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They'll try the left side. Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them...
And he is in for the score! And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it.